on the floor for Mark Daigneault starting the second half. Two big bodies inside with Holmgren and Hartenstein in the middle. Russell Westbrook out there with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Durant in at the small forward position. Oklahoma City's gone 3 of 4 from distance in this game. Well, Grant, you look up and down this Thunder roster. It is just loaded with winning players.
Yeah, B.A. Guys who are going to make the right play, defend their spot, move without the ball. I mean, they've built something special.
Now here's Morant. 6 points for him. Randolph. And there's contact and a whistle. So he's got 2 shots coming up.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
All right, on the line, we've got our insider, Shams Charania. What do you have for us, Shams?
Thanks. Well, this new three-point era started with Stephen Curry, and it's really in the last decade that we're seeing the long-distance game extend to the center position. If you look at the list of recent champions, it seems it's also not a luxury, but a necessity to have a paint presence who can also stretch the floor from deep.
A nightmare to contain. All right, Shams, appreciate the report. Grizzlies trail by 3. It's Wells on the wing. SGA covering. Outside Wells. Pass to Randolph. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Kicks it out to Jackson for the tie. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. And so it's Westbrook who will bring it up for OKC. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and that one comes off the assist by Westbrook. 10 points for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Sweet-looking jumper from the mid-range. I mean, Gilgeous-Alexander just making it look easy.
Back to Morant. With the D right on it, Morant gets his.
He gets a lot of defensive attention, but Morant, he can expect this type of rough scene anytime he takes it inside.
Pass to Durant. Back to SGA. Grizzlies with the rebound.
Oh, gritty defense. Protecting the rim at all costs against a guy who has all sorts of ways to finish. The defensive breakdown gives him a wide open look, but he can't take advantage.
Durant against Jackson. From about 19, Durant's shot is off.
From the field, whatever they discussed is not working.
Morant, the pass to Jackson. Here's Randolph. Oh, great finish as he gets bumped on his way up. He'll go to the line to try to tack on one more. On the night, he's 2 for 2 at the stripe. And the free throw, no good. Looking at the Grizzlies last year, all of their top 14 players in minutes played were in their 20s.
Yeah, in some ways it's a good thing. Bodes well for the future, but I think they could use some veteran leadership at times. It's a tough balance between youth and experience.
And dialing into our broadcast remotely, I'm told we have Shams Charania here with a special report. Shams, take it away.
Thank you, B.A. The story right now is the Washington Wizards making some early season roster adjustments. They had the chance to acquire Anthony Davis, and why not? It's not every day you get to add a perennial all-star to your squad. This will significantly improve their size and what they're able to do on both ends of the floor.
Well done. Appreciate the report, Shams. Thanks. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thank you. In an era of title or bust thinking, it's noteworthy that the grit and grind Grizzlies of the 2010s are properly celebrated. While they never made it past the Western Conference Finals, their physical style, built around Zach Randolph, Marc Gasol, Tony Allen, and Mike Conley, built a lasting legacy in Memphis. Back to you, B.A.
Thank you, Allie. Now here's SGA. 12 points for him.
Watch him.
1:56 left in the third. Westbrook finds Gilgeous-Alexander. The floater. Here's Hartenstein. Outside for SGA. The three. That doesn't go either for SGA.
And he got a couple to fall from long distance in the first half, but still looking for that number 3.
Down low. Here's Randolph. No luck on that one. Good work defensively by Hartenstein. Here's Westbrook. Oh, big finish! Wow!
Okay, I see you. My, Westbrook still got it.
And so Tuomas Isalo calls the timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. So for Oklahoma City, Jalen Williams, he's checked in for Holmgren. Caruso comes in for Hartenstein. And it's Lou Dort in for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Grizzlies trail by 3. We've got 1:08 left in the third quarter. Pass to Randolph. Some nice ball movement by Memphis. Here's Jerome. And Durant with the block.
The verticality that KD possesses, it helps him erase that shot at the rim.
An absolute bomb from three-point range. Durant's got 15. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Thunder.
All you have to do is look at one stat, and that is their block numbers. It tells you how tight their D has been. They've been going out of their way to smother the defense.
Well, another major factor in the offensive performance was the fast break. Converting on those chances when they get them tonight.
Here's Randolph. 14 points for him. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. It goes on Russell Westbrook. And the Grizzlies with some changes. Edey's checked in for Gasol. Wells comes in for Aldama.
He's upped his aggressiveness, wanting to get to the line more and doing just that.
3 seconds separating the shot. Oh!
Nice finish.
Man, big time right there.
He's so good at finding a crease in the defense and taking it to the hole. Westbrook going to what he does best.
Westbrook against Jerome. Pass to Randolph. Oh, it's blocked by Williams. That one is off. And that'll do it for the third quarter. Oklahoma City ahead. They're up by 5. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling here on 2K Sports. Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. So it's Oklahoma City now. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. They've got Zach Edey, Jalen Wells out there with Ja Morant. Then there's Santi Aldama. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. Outside for SGA. Shot clock at 6. SGA attacking, and there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's on Jalen Wells. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has made the move from star to superstar, Grant.
Well, no question, B.A. He's been a superstar for quite a few seasons now, but he's not satisfied and just continues to elevate his game year after year.
That free throw good from Gilgeous-Alexander. A story of 2 halves last season for the Grizzlies, Richard. At the All-Star break, second in the West. But things went south down the stretch.
Yeah, specifically their defense took a turn for the worse. They barely made the postseason and only to get swept by the Thunder.
And despite their historic regular season success, OKC still had their doubters around the league, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., and it was verging on disrespect if you ask me. But youth and inexperience counted against them. Now, they knew their true test would come in the playoffs, and they passed it with flying colors, taking home the championship. And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
And the ball is tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. From behind the arc. Aldama grabs the board.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Fourth quarter still young. Just over a minute played. Beyond the arc. He buries it from 3. Aldama's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
The way he can elevate over a defender from deep, very tough to contain outside the arc.
And Edey with a block. Moran against Dort. We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Here's Aldama. Misses the 3. Oklahoma City leading by 6. Williams in the post. Hounded by Moran. He's off on the layup.
And even though he hasn't been himself, it hasn't affected his team too much. They've still gotten the lead.
Memphis making a switch here. Jackson is checked in. And also a switch here for Oklahoma City. Hartenstein's checked in. Now here's Edey.
Hey, yo, right here.
To the wing on the left. Mitchell against Moran. 4 on the clock. Circus shot, John Morant.
Closer in. Look, let me just tell you, Morant, he's going to find a way to score. He just has such a fantastic touch around the rim.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Up and in on the layup. SGA's got 4 points in the quarter.
It's winning time, and that's a winning play.
Moran against Williams. Now here's Moran. Not a lot of room. And right on target.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. SGA explodes to the rim.
Yeah, always a threat to blow up. That's what SGA's done tonight.
Grizzlies trail by 6. And timeout is called by Tuomas Isalo. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point. So both teams changing it up here and keeping us updated from the sideline. Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Head coach of the Grizzlies had some words for his team over the break. Coach challenging the team to play faster. He emphasized the main focus is that first pass off a turnover or a rebound. Make it quicker to get the ball out and into transition. Let's see if those words actually work.
Thank you for that, Allie.
Forget the long-range shots. Ja wants to challenge you down low.
Free throw drops for Morant. And Morant drops them both.
Staring at this deficit, they're trying to be more aggressive and get themselves to the line.
SGA. Oh, it misses.
And he's very confident from that range, but you can't make him off.
Here's Jackson. Here's Gasol. Now Jackson. Here's Randolph. Rejected by Holmgren.
Yeah, premier shot blocker. Holmgren may be slight of frame, but he's never running from the fray.
Jackson outside. Outside Morant. Let's loose for 3. They shoot again. And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now for the second. And he's able to hit the second one. And that narrows the lead down to just 3.
And by missing that free throw, now a 3 could even the score. Not ideal.
A minute 39 left in the fourth quarter. Westbrook. Oh, he misses the dunk.
Why? Just why? Come on, man. Save that one for practice.
Cleared away by Gilgeous-Alexander. Thunder leading by 3. Now Durant. Hartenstein with a screen on Jackson. Durant fires. Now SGA. Screen by Holmgren. SGA. And he gets the jumper to fall.
No fear in the eyes of Gilgeous-Alexander. His guys believe in his ability to come up big.
Morant. Holmgren there for the rebound.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. Westbrook.
I like Morant's workmanlike approach on D. He finds good matchups and makes an impact.
And stolen by Hartenstein. And so they foul intentionally. And no good as the first free throw misses. We'll see if he can hit the second. That's off as well, so he misses both. And so it's Morant who brings up the ball for the Memphis Grizzlies, trailing by 5. Yes, sir!
Give this man the ball, and he will make something happen. Morant rises to the occasion, man.
And they need to stop the clock, so there's the foul.
Yeah, no choice but to foul in that situation. Although, that's not the guy you want to send to the free throw line.
So the first one drops, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. And he hits both free throws here, and it's a 5-point game.
Gets them to fall, and those are huge free throws. It's now a 2-possession game.
Time called here. The Grizzlies decide to talk it over. They're down by 5. What do you think is going to be their best move at this point?
And they're going to have to work fast coming out of the timeout.
Yeah, no time to waste. They basically have to execute things perfectly from here on out.
Oh, the long ball, no good.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
Yeah, right now, he's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
Oh, the first of 2, no good. A heartbreaker.
And what you immediately notice about Chet Holmgren is his uniqueness. He's got size, but also tremendous agility. He can hit outside shots or battle down low.
And that trip coming up empty, missing both.
And not a moment to lose on this possession.
Clock working against them right now.
Jackson outside. From downtown. Buries it from outside.
He's someone opposing defenses have a hard time game planning for.
And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
And a smart choice right there. I mean, you can't allow them to just drain the clock.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. Second one is good, getting both at the line. And it's a 4-point ball game.
We call that putting the game on ice. This one, oh yeah, that's over.
And so it's the Thunder who come out on top here. They played the villain tonight, and they played it well.
Yes, they did. And, you know, you have two choices. You can either succumb to the hostility in this arena, or you can feed off of it and use it as motivation. They did the latter.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Richard Jefferson, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for watching. And now let's take a look at our player of the game, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Hi, and welcome everyone here on 2K Sports. Can't wait to get some NBA action going. And tonight, it'll be the New York Knicks going up against the Brooklyn Nets. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, it's Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. Allie LaForce will be bringing us updates from the sideline. Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Porter and Clowney up in the forward spots. Irving is out there with Kidd. And it's Claxton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Knicks, they've got Karl Anthony Towns, Jalen Brunson out there with Mikal Bridges. Then it's Anthony, and it's Ewing in at the 5. Hey, Clark, two monumental forces will be generating a lot in the paint tonight with this center matchup we have.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of thumping and bumping, bruising and pushing. I mean, these two do not want to let the other one get the upper hand. I mean, might as well ring the bell because it's going to be close to a fight in there.
Good thinking from Anthony. He's so good at going right up with that shot.
Kidd is screen on Bridges. Right wing. Kidd against Brunson.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
The Nets shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one. And he makes the first.
Kidd, such a great two-way threat who makes everybody around him better. What a player.
Both free throws good from Kidd. And guys, hold on now. I'm getting word we have Shams Charania calling in. Shams, what do you have for us?
Well, the Nets trading this summer for Michael Porter Jr. And after playing a complimentary role in Denver with Nikola Jokic and Jamal Murray, he now becomes a focal point. He said he's not really a big city guy with all the traffic, but listen, he can expect plenty of crowding every time he touches the ball.
He can heat up in a hurry, that's for sure. Hey, Shams, thank you very much. Here's Clowney, following the score by New York. Claxton the pass to Irving. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Those huge hands combined with that elite athleticism, Irving does the most damage inside the painted area because of it.
Now here's Brunson. Five to shoot. Pass to Anthony. There's the three. The rebound by the Nets. This, their first look at this year's New York squad. Kidd passes to Claxton. Patrick Ewing comes up with the rebound.
I thought he had that one. I think he did, too.
Ewing sets a screen for Anthony. No good from outside.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
And finished off by Porter.
Boy, the size, the vertical, the explosiveness. Porter Jr. has all the tools to throw it down.
Now here's Anthony. What a tremendous game he played against Minnesota. Over Porter. Solid as a rock from 20 feet away. Anthony's got 5 now.
Well, I'm not sure how that one found the bottom of the net, but, hey, you take it when it comes.
Here's Kidd. Claxton trying to free himself up. And drops in the layup for 2.
The focus from Kidd, terrific at just keeping his composure even when things get tight.
Anthony left side. Over Porter. Bridges kicks to Ewing. A second chance effort. And the rejection by Claxton. And the rejection by Towns.
Boy, it's a big bonus for this team when Towns is engaged and making an impact defensively.
The wide open look here for Anthony, and it's Anthony again missing.
He's had a hard time finding his shot this quarter.
In the corner, Irving with it. Outside, Porter fires the three, and the rejection by Towns. OG Anunoby He's checked in for the Knicks. And the Nets making a change here as well. Thomas is checked in. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Shot clock at 6. Irving misses.
He felt the defense on that attempt. Great rim protection.
And it's Anthony again missing.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check and was maybe a step out of his range.
And now a developing story in the NBA. Let's now go wide to Shams Charania, who is checking in with the details. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
Hey, Kevin. The story right now is the Washington Wizards making some early season roster adjustments. They had the chance to acquire Anthony Davis, and why not? It's not every day you get to add a perennial all-star to your squad. This will significantly improve their size and what they're able to do on both ends of the floor.
Thank you, Shams. Great to hear from you as always.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
Brooklyn's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. You know, Greg, talking about Cam Thomas now, what are some things you'd like to see him improve on?
Well, I'd say defense first and foremost. If he's able to improve there, as well as his passing and playmaking, watch out. He's already an incredible scorer.
6 changes of the lead here.
Yeah, both teams still kind of feeling their way through this game.
Irving, a screen on Brunson. Outside, Porter. Pass to Irving. Irving double team. Claxton finds Thomas. And the Nets, another 3.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Now here's Brunson. Over Kidd. Ewing, it's good on the putback.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Yeah, I like the way they're setting the tone. Really playing with a lot of energy here at the start.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
And Brunson, here we go. Lays it up and banks it in. Brunson's got his second bucket of the night.
When he puts his head down and attacks, Brunson is deadly.
Kidd against Anunoby. Inside. Here's Claxton. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on Patrick Ewing.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. Plenty of offense in this closely contested first quarter of play. Nets lead by 1. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Brooklyn?
So far, they've moved the ball well, leading to open, high-percentage looks. Lots of assists in this one.
Something else they're doing well tonight, guys, lots of points in the paint. Something to continue to keep our eye on.
They've got Anthony. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Mitchell Robinson. Then it's OG Anunoby. And it's Kolek in at the point. That's the 5 for New York right now.
A volume three-point shooter. Thomas is going to take them regardless.
Here's Anthony. Rebound, Brooklyn.
Got a decent look at it, but sometimes the shot just doesn't go down.
So, Clark, thinking back to the playoffs last year, coming to this building in New York, those crowds were loud. Wow.
They were, boy, Kevin, they were loud. They were engaged. The Mecca felt like it did back in the 90s. I mean, it's always fun when this place in Manhattan is rocking. There's no place quite like it.
Now here's Towns. Coming in off a 21-point game his last outing. It's good, and the Brooklyn lead is cut down now to just 5 on the basket from Robinson.
You rarely, actually never see Robinson take a jumper. Mitchell wants to get that ball near the bucket.
And And that one's good by Porter.
A much better quarter for them shooting the ball.
Anytime your field goal percentage is in the high 50s, partner, you're doing something right.
Here's Kolek. Still yet to score. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession.
11th in opponent points per game. And they were only in the league's top 20 in terms of points off turnovers. I think that was an area of concern last year, not capitalizing on their defense.
The Nets making a switch here. Downey's checked in. And so Jordi Fernandez decides to call timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Well, OG Anunoby is so disruptive. He's led the league in steals. And he said, I want to be the defensive player of the year. I've always thought I was the best defender in the league. I'm athletic enough, strong enough, and smart enough to defend every single position. Guys, back to you.
Very confident. Thanks so much for the report, Allie. And the Knicks making a change here. Clarkson's checked in, and a change for the Nets. Irving's checked in for Terrence Mann. Irving with the ball. In the game against Detroit, very impressive. Good.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their play.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
Towns, no luck. And it's Thomas with the ball. He brings it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. And Dr. J slams it in. And you know you don't expect every team to be playing at their best here at the start part of the season.
No doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, a long season means you're going to have some peaks and valleys. And if you have a couple of bad games to start the year, you don't want to overreact, but you do want to be serious about trying to correct what's going wrong. If an extended bad streak happens, now that's cause for a little more concern.
And here is Irving. Following the three-pointer by Carmelo Anthony. Thomas finds Sharp. Excellent D that time from Robinson. Knicks trail by 8. There's a screen by Robinson. Clarkson for 3. Julius Irving comes up with the rebound. Brooklyn's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Pass to Thomas. There's a good screen. Sharp against Robinson. Clowney. Again, the Nets for 2.
And that is textbook perfect. The bounce pass. Exactly how you want to throw.
Clarkson against Thomas. Anunoby left side. Towns for 3. It's hauled in by Thomas. The Nets on offense. They're on a 14-5 run. So, Clark, let me ask you, what makes Karl Anthony Towns stand out as a perimeter big man?
Well, I think first and foremost, his shooting ability for a big guy is unique. I mean, he can shoot it with the best of three-point shooters and from deep. Not many big guys can do that. He can put it on the floor. He's an excellent free throw shooter. He can shoot shots off the dribble as a big guy. And he can go old school and play bully ball. So, I mean, you factor in that combination of toolkit, that's pretty impressive for a guy that's almost 7 feet tall.
Now here's Towns. Following the miss by Michael Porter.
I'm not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
Irving kicks to Porter. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Porter's got 8 here in the quarter.
You've got to love the way he's scoring it tonight. Very efficient.
Pass to Towns. The Knicks rebound. Back to Anthony. Over Irving. And again, it's the Knicks missing.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Towns for 3. Drills the three-pointer. Towns has got himself on the board with 3 there.
Towns takes a lot of pride in knocking down threes. He's as gifted a shooter as we have at the center position.
Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Here's Thomas. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Thomas got 11 points.
And the lead should be safe if they can keep shooting the basketball like this.
Yeah, they're cracking. Absolutely cracking and looking to pad that lead.
Now here's Anthony. He's got 11.
He's having trouble getting anything to go right now.
There's 18 seconds left here in the second. Thomas's shot is off. Anthony looking it over. He gets it up. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets sitting with a comfortable lead up by 14. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. Allie, let's go to you courtside. What do you have for us?
Well, Carl, they're scoring pretty easily. What has to change in the second half?
Our whole defensive system right now, because it's just not working. It's not the coaches, it's us as players. We're letting them get too much fast break. They're doing a great job, and they're hitting some shots, so we got to be able to make them miss.
Thank you, Allie. And folks, don't go away. Halftime is here, and we'll be right back with you after this break.
And as we welcome you to halftime, no other way to say it, an abysmal start for the New York Knicks. And let's do something we never, ever, ever do, and that's go off topic.
What topic?
So we don't have a topic, Shaq?
Switching back to that first half of action, everything's been working for the Brooklyn Nets.
In terms of efficiency, they've been on point. Incredible execution. I love the way they're playing on both ends.
Yeah, they're piling up a massive lead, partly because they're not giving anything away. Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. We've seen Cam Thomas really having a great game.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through two quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Nets leading by 14. And a hard-nosed defensive identity for this Knicks. But, G.A., there's been some slippage.
Well, the challenge has been their two best offensive players get targeted at the other end. The adage, you're only as strong as your weakest link, it has some truth to it.
And Brooklyn, look at who they've got. Porter and Clowney up in the forward spots. Get out there with Irving, and it's Claxton in at the 5 down low. And here is Kidd following the three-pointer by Carmelo Anthony.
Out of the gates here in this second half, they have not started well. 0 of 3.
Ewing outside. Outside Anthony, and stolen by Irving. Pass to Clowney. Takes a 3. Good on the triple. Clowney's got his third bucket of the night.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
Brunson against Kidd. Outside Anthony. Hart with the screen for Anthony. Hart finds Brunson. Here's the teardrop. And the rejection by Claxton. Porter bounce pass. Pass to Irving. And there's a whistle. That goes on Mikal Bridges. That's his first foul.
And it's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
The Knicks making a switch here. Towns is checked in. And Brunson has it in the corner. At the elbow, Ewing. Nice move. And it's good on the way in. Ewing's got 6 points.
Very self-confident in the paint. Ewing excels at scoring close to the hoop.
Outside Irving. Brunson against Kidd. And Claxton throws it down.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Well, I tell you what, they've got this team just a step away from being completely asleep.
Now, here's Ewing. 6 points for him. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. The Nets working the ball around now. Outside Irving. Bridges with the steal. And a fast break now for the Knicks. Moving it up. And another steal for him.
And how many times have we seen him make a theft like that?
Almost too many to count. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, the Knicks are able to play 5 out. And Josh Hart told me they surrounded Jalen Brunson with guys who can shoot, guys that command attention. He's able to expose that, scoring the ball and being unselfish. The court is wide open. Kevin, back to you.
Tons of spacing. Allie LaForce with the report. Hey, Allie, thanks.
Leaving no doubt on that one. The explosiveness of Towns, really powerful.
Shot from the wing. Pass to Clowney. No good on the 3.
Well, he won't miss many of those. Not when he gets a good look like that.
Out to Bridges. Now Towns. Ewing left side. And here's Anthony from the arc. Offensive rebound. And it's Towns on the follow.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Here's Kidd after the made shot from Karl Anthony Towns. Kidd passes to Claxton. The shot comes out. Great defense that time from Ewing. Bridges finds Anthony. Back to Bridges. Now here's Anthony. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen. Well, you think about clutch players, Greg, you think scoring. But is that accurate? Or can clutch be in any facet of the game?
It's in all phases. And you think of guys who always seem to come up with that crucial rebound or that big-time stop. Being clutch comes down to will as much as skill.
Anunoby, he's checked in for New York. And so, Jordi Fernandez decides to call timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Let's pause to take a look at the teams that were tops in field goal percentage last season. Number 5, the Knicks.
They had great productivity from their shooters last year. The guys they were counting on to knock down a high percentage of their shots, they did that. And they hope to see those same kinds of numbers this year.
It's Porter outside.
Prime time, big time defense from Towns.
Here's Thomas. 11 points in the game. We've got 1:28 left to play here in the third. Clock at 4. Fires the 3. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5-for-8 clip.
Well, if you didn't know before, this game is further proof that Thomas has a deep bag offensively.
Now here's Brunson. Anthony in the corner. There's 57 seconds left in the third, and the Knicks good for 2.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Here's Irving, and Dr. J slams it in.
And you love the quick ups, but then how about that explosiveness on the finish? Irving, man, he just has incredible gifts.
Now here's Towns. He's got 7. It doesn't go for him. Outside Thomas. Towns with the steal. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Ewing inside. Guarded by Porter. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Yeah, you know, it's never easy trying to defend Ewing inside, which is why he gets fouled.
New York shooting their first free throws here tonight.
At the line, 2 shots.
That one is off.
Probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. So he comes up empty at the line.
And really, as solid as he's been at the line, I had already chalked those points up. Goes to show you, though, don't take anything for granted.
Pass to Clowney. Off target from outside. The shot will not fall. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. It's the Nets. They lead by 13. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Anunoby out there with Hart. Then it's Robinson. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's Bridges in at the 2 spot. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. And it's out of bounds for the Knicks as New York retains possession. Here's Brunson. Brunson drops it in from the arc. Wow!
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
And their lasers are starting to do their thing. I mean, that's going to be the ticket for them the rest of the way.
Robinson. And it's Robinson with the jam.
Throwing it down hard. Robinson was fully committed on that one.
Brooklyn leading by 8. Irving passes to Thomas. Irving a screen on Brunson. Here's Thomas. It fails to fall. Now shooting just a little better than 50%. 5 for 9. Here's Brunson. And he gets it to go. Hitting off the back of the rim.
That is simply excellent ball control from Brunson.
Pass to man. Against Bridges. A jump hook. Irving can't get it to go. Knicks trail by 6. Here's Anunoby. Defended by Man. Hart kicks to Bridges. New York moving the ball around. Count that bucket. Brunson's got 7 now in this quarter.
And after a difficult start to the game, he's flipped the script here.
Bridges against Irving. They set the pick. Pass to Thomas. Pocket 6. High post try. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. Here's Clowney. 11 feet out and he hits it.
Just the height separation on that mid-range jumper. Excellent job of taking it down.
with a screen on Irving. Here's Brunson. Clowney pulls it in. Clowney's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Man up top. He's guarded by Anunoby. Sharp against Hart. Sharp with a screen on Anunoby. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Yeah, they've gotten careless, Kevin. No doubt about it with their turnovers in the second half.
A different look for New York. Patrick Ewing's checked in for Robinson. Karl Anthony Towns comes in for Josh Hart. And Carmelo Anthony is subbed in for OG Anunoby. And a switch here for Brooklyn. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Sharp. Towns for 3. A shot's good on the assist by Brunson. Brunson's got his 4th assist in this one. Nets leading by 3. Irving passes to Thomas. Claxton is screen on Brunson. And there's the 3.
And he's on his way to putting up a big 3-point total.
Thomas against Brunson. There's the shot. It's off target. Brooklyn leading by 6. And Ewing sends it back.
Well, Ewing using that size to make an impact on D. He loves coming up with the rejections.
Outside Anthony. Connects with the change.
I mean, who else do you want taking this shot? Anthony, a natural scorer in any situation.
And we got a timeout here called by Jordi Fernandez. He has decided it's the right time to talk. Anunoby, he's checked in for Bridges. Then for the Nets, Porter's checked in for Terrence Mann. And it's Kidd in for Cameron Thomas. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Jordi Fernandez's huddle. He was clapping in the huddle, saying to his guys, loving the effort right now. Keep the intensity on them. Leave no doubt in their mind that this game is ours. Guys, back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you so much for that. Now here's Kidd. Now Porter. Irving. He soars in for the double clutch dunk.
Artistry and poetry in motion. Irving can create in the air as well as anybody.
Like to thank AT&T for bringing us that spectacular look from their connected cam. Brunson with it. He's covered by Kidd. Outside Anthony. Beyond the arc. Down he goes for 3.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Irving. Oh, the one-handed hammer.
You can always trust Dr. J to deliver for you in the high-stakes moments. He's always ready to step up.
Anunoby outside. It's good.
He is just so clutch, saving his best for when the pressure is at its highest.
Oh, the slam dunk.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space.
Well, I tell you what, guys, the young kids like to say, that's doing too much. That falls into that category. That was too much.
Now here's Brunson. Knocks down the 3.
And I love seeing Anthony come up with big plays in these moments because his team is dependent on him to score, especially when the game is tight.
Irving. Claxton inside. He's against Ewing.
The doctor, Julius Irving, is a smooth operator in the clutch.
There's 39 seconds left to play in the final quarter. The 3 goes down.
Just a fantastic effort they're getting from Anthony right now.
They'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see longer possessions from this point on.
Now, here is Irving.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game? Yes.
Here's Brunson. A 3-pointer. Good.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if he's stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all this work from behind the arc.
Shoot two.
Second personal foul. Second team foul. Nicholas Pascal. At the line. 2 shots.
It's the first. That will put them up by 2. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one. And Mike Brown decides to call timeout. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game. And he wants to be prepared. In terms of strategy here, any thoughts?
Big chance here to tie it with a bucket.
A critical possession, no doubt. We'll see what they draw.
Anthony fires. That's in there.
Scoring at an efficient clip tonight. Melo in that zone.
And we got a timeout here called by Jordi Fernandez. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. Now Irving. Bridges with the steal. Now Towns. Got it.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
So post game sees New York take this one. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
I mean, these are those games that feel so great to win, and really, it's like a knife in the gut to lose. You gotta love being on edge of your seat and just wondering what's gonna happen. How is this thing gonna play out?
Well, folks, that's gonna do it for now. Alongside Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan. And as always, we appreciate you joining us right here tonight on 2K. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, Carmelo Anthony.
Coming up next, the Warriors taking on the Pacers. For the Golden State Warriors, not the start to the season that this team wanted, but they can turn it around with a win at any time. We'll see if that starts tonight. Pacers, Warriors. We'll be right back for the tip. Thanks for joining us on a picture-perfect Sunday night for some NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Brian Anderson, and with me tonight, Grant Hill and Tim Legler. And down on the sidelines is Allie LaForce. And a chance here to check out some stats for Stephen Curry.
And unfortunately, his defense has not been as impactful lately as it was earlier in the season, with his steal numbers on the decline over the past 5 games. Expect to see him redouble his efforts tonight and try to get back to picking pockets.
A look at Indiana's starting group. Siakam and Jackson playing together in the front court. George out there with Andrew Nembhard. And it's Granger in at the 3 spot. And for Golden State, Butler and Draymond are the 3 and the 4. Stephen Curry is out there with Thompson. And it's Chamberlain in at the center position. And Grant, one thing we know about these teams, they can both go deep into their bench. That's a luxury.
Yeah, a luxury indeed. And they don't have to worry as much about foul trouble or guys getting worn down. Credit to both front offices for building such complete rosters.
Now here's Curry in the game against Denver. Very impressive. Thompson, no good. On offense, here are the Pacers. Last time they met was in Indianapolis.
I love the defensive pressure they created in their last meeting, forcing turnovers and keeping the offense off kilter.
Well, turning defense into offense is important, and they did it at the highest level in that one.
It's great to see a fantastic block on replay once again.
That'll put some fear into the shooters, and he made sure to do it early, too.
Siakam against Green. Jackson with a screen on Green. To the paint. And there's Jackson on the assist from Siakam.
And we talk about Siakam's versatility. Well, there it is. Nice pass.
Butler, good.
I mean, what do you expect when you give him the clear look? That's just too easy.
Well, the key is to take what the defense allows. That is smart basketball.
Now here's George. He's coming off a 19-point game against the Nuggets in Denver. 6 to shoot. On the wing, Nembhard. Pass to George. Shoots over Thompson. George, good.
Yeah, well, he had a defender draped on him, but it didn't matter to Paul George.
Well, we have a chance to hear from Shams Charania. He's calling in right now. Shams, great to have you on, bud.
Guys, one of the more lengthy free agency sagas revolved around Jonathan Kuminga, and many thought his time was up in Golden State. He saw fewer and fewer minutes down the stretch of last season and into their playoff run. But when Kuminga tested free agency, tested potential sign and trade deals, nobody seemed to be the exact right fit. So eventually, he took the Warriors' offer. Guys, we'll see just how long this lasts, but for now, he'll continue to be in that Golden State uniform.
Yeah, we'll continue to track that story. Okay, thanks for the report, Shams. Sinks it from distance.
Well, this is why you can't give Thompson any separation, including when he's shooting off the dribble.
Pass to Granger. The 3 connects from downtown.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
And when you give up a 3, there's always this instinct to try and get it back immediately.
Now here's Curry, putting up 23 points per game. He's proved how reliable a threat he is. Here's Chamberlain, defended by Jackson. Out to Thompson, parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. And now a look at last season's most proficient free throw shooters. Stephen Curry, number 1.
This guy is just lights out from the line. He demonstrated that last season and really hurt teams whenever they fouled him.
The Pacers have gone 3 of 6 from the floor. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Head coach Steve Kerr and I got a chance to talk for a bit. We got to talking about Pascal Siakam. I'll be honest, I love his game, coach said, but we have to look for ways to stop him. I'm hopeful we can disrupt his rhythm and push him off his spots. So not letting Pascal get what he wants is the game plan here. Guys?
Thanks for that, Allie. Kuminga, he's checked in for Jimmy Butler. And the Pacers also making a change. McConnell, he's checked in for Nembhard. McConnell with it. Puts up a deep three. Chamberlain pulls it in. About 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Now Green. Pass to Curry. There's the three. And the Warriors with another three.
Yeah, I don't care if he's blindfolded. You're always okay with Curry taking a three from that range.
And Tim, last season, Draymond Green adding a Hustle Player of the Year award to his Hall of Fame resume.
Yeah, B.A., that's an award every young player should aspire to have. But I know for Draymond Green, he was hoping to get his second Defensive Player of the Year award.
Well, we've got a developing story here. Standing by remotely, we go to our 2K insider, Shams Charania, for the details.
Hey, Brian. The story right now is the Washington Wizards making some early season roster adjustments. They had the chance to acquire Anthony Davis, and why not? It's not every day you get to add a perennial all-star to your squad. This will significantly improve their size and what they're able to do on both ends of the floor.
Always great to hear from you, Shams. Thanks so much.
He's been on fire since the beginning of this game, particularly when you look at the high percentage shots he's getting.
And timeout called by Rick Carlisle. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. And the Warriors making a switch here. Moody's checked in. The Pacers also with a sub. Toppin's checked in. Here's McConnell. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. George outside. Pass to Granger. So nice passing by Indiana here. George for three. Gets it to go. Makes him 2 for 5.
Well, the numbers don't lie. Paul George has been one of the most accurate three-point shooters of his generation.
The three from Curry. Indiana with a rebound.
Well, the defense should consider themselves lucky there because he's not usually one to miss those kinds of looks.
Back to George. Here's the pick. Three-pointer. And again, it's the Pacers from deep.
And great range is a big part of why George is a high-level scorer.
Pass to Chamberlain. Up top, Curry. Wide open look. And that one's good. And Green with the assist. Green's got his third assist of the night. And here's George. He'll bring it up for Indiana. They're coming off a win against the Nuggets.
They had a lot of breaks go their way in that game, and hey, they cashed in when they could.
When you turn great defense into easy offense, you are going to put yourself in a great position.
Toppin passes to McConnell. And here's Matherin. He's watched by Kuminga. Just 5 to shoot. Fires from the wing. And Indiana again with the bucket.
Yeah, tricky move by Matherin, showing us how effectively he can run the pick and roll.
Curry against McConnell. Kept alive. Here's Chamberlain. Tries again. Here's Moody. And he's headed to the line for 2. He gets the whistle there.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
He's getting his first free throw attempts of the night now. And so he makes both from the line.
He's as good as it gets at the line. Pretty much automatic.
Here's Siakam. He had 19 points in the win against Denver. There's a screen by Toppin. Off the mark there with a 3. Paul George, he's feeling it tonight. He's been the driving force for the Pacers. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. More 2K action in just a moment. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. A chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Indiana.
Well, we're in the era of the three-point basket. So if you want to win games in this league, you have to connect from deep, and they have been thus far.
Another highlight for them has been their early ball movement, making quick, decisive passes to set up guys for great looks.
Kuminga is out there with Moses Moody. Then there's Al Horford. Then there's Brandon Podziemski. And it's Thompson in at the 2 spot. That's the Warriors 5.
Aggressive mindset, but the defender just as determined to send him away empty-handed.
And Grant, while most didn't expect it, last season the Pacers made the second NBA Finals appearance in their franchise's history.
Yeah, B.A., there's so much belief right now in that locker room. They never feel like they're out of a game, and that makes them dangerous.
So it's the Warriors now. After the basket by Indiana on the other end, pass to Thompson. Sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Thompson's got 10 points in the game.
This game has been like a seesaw. Both teams going back and forth at one another.
We see this in the NBA all the time. It is very difficult to keep a lead in this league.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Brian. The Warriors are trying to maximize what Steph Curry has left. Coach Kerr said, quote, "What we're watching with Steph is one of the greatest artists of all time in his twilight. What can we do to give him the best chance to perform, to make the game easier for him?" That's where we are. Guys?
Looking to stay in the mix. Allie, thank you. And the Warriors making a change here. Butler's checked in. Nembhard, he's checked in for Indiana. No good on the free throw. Back-to-backs are one of the season's unique challenges, Legs. The second game in particular.
Yes, stamina plays a real factor in those back-to-backs, and the challenge is mental and physical. Who can push through the fatigue and find a way to get it done?
Totally a mindset, isn't it?
No excuses. Yeah, he probably shouldn't have taken that shot there. The defensive intensity was all over it.
Toppin outside. Back to Siakam. There's a screen by Toppin. Three-pointer. Siakam, he's got it.
Yeah, I mean, his shot is so dialed in. Siakam never breaks focus.
Butler taking his time here. On the wing, Thompson takes the three. The putback. Horford. Excellent D there from Toppin. Indiana's gone 5 of 8 from outside the three-point line in this one. Back to Matherin. On the wing, Nembhard. Let's go with a three. Ooh, rejected by Horford. Out to Thompson. Fires the three. Oh, and Clay makes that three look so easy. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Warriors?
They've been pretty intimidating on the defensive end, knocking away shootings, containing shooters, and making it tough to find looks.
And they're also focusing on their break, looking for any chance they can to push the pace and get out in transition.
Drains the triple.
And another bucket for him. What a quarter he has had.
Tim, when you talk about Jimmy Butler, just how hard of a worker is this guy?
Well, he's just exceptional. That gritty style of play is what makes him so respected, B.A. And as we know, he has a way of rising to the occasion.
Here's Horford after Indiana picked up the three with their last shot. Outside Podziemski. Horford, a screen on Nembhard to the middle. And Horford powers it home.
Yeah, how many times has Horford scored at the pick and roll? I mean, millions throughout his career.
Siakam outside. Toppin, a screen on Horford. And there's the whistle. The illegal screen is the call. All right, some time here to take a look at the 2K leaderboard. Here were the league's top shooting squads from last year. In third, the Pacers.
They were so consistent with their shooting. Maybe not lights out, but they played smart and didn't let good looks go to waste.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. The three from Curry. 4-3, Stephen Curry.
I love it. His love for the game couldn't be more obvious. It helps him make a positive impact out on the court, and it also keeps the bench fired up.
And timeout called by Rick Carlisle. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. And the Pacers making a change here. Huff's checked in.
Substitution for the Pacers. Number 32, Jay Huff.
For three. And Indiana misses again. The Warriors lead by 4. 1:52 left to play in the first half of basketball. Pass to Chamberlain. And he jams it home with authority.
He's just an aggressive finisher there inside.
Hey, when you got bounce like that, you feel like you can take on anybody. Now here's George. Give him 8. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation there on the defense. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. And he shows the focus there. Nails the tee. And last season, the Pacers started the playoffs with home court advantage for the first time in over a decade, Grant.
Yeah, the 4th seed in the East, BA. And with a blend of youth and experience on the roster, this is a team built to win now and into the future.
Draymond Green, he's checked in for the Warriors. Klay Thompson comes in for Moody. Here's Chamberlain. A 26-point game for him in the win against Denver.
And he really helped them control the game on the glass.
Oh, there's a killer two-hand slam.
Oh my. What a display of effort.
That's his bread and butter, right? Chasing down the boards.
And he showed you great timing as well. Offensive rebounding, one of his specialties.
Nembhard. Second chance effort, and he lays it in. Jackson's got his second bucket of the night.
And off the jump, they were effective from deep. I don't know why they haven't continued to fire from out there.
Siakam against Green, and here's Curry for 3. Granger grabs the miss. Pacers trail by 5. Siakam outside. Pass to Granger. From deep. Chamberlain pulls it in. Chamberlain's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight.
The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
Green in the post. He's guarded by Nembhard.
Defense did just enough to force that miss. I really expected him to get 2 there.
And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. The Warriors on top. They're up by 5. All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Thank you. Well, Coach Kerr, what did you like about the way your guys have started this game off?
Well, I like the way we defended without fouling so we could get our flow. And guys just came in and made some big ones, and our offense got going.
The defense was disciplined. Thanks, Coach.
Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be right back to begin the third quarter right after this.
It's time for your fan half-court shot. Please direct your attention to second quarter. Drumline. And that's very another shot.
Hey everybody, halftime is upon us, and the scoreboard showing a deficit for the Indiana Pacers.
Facing good shooters, you have to extend your defense early in the clock. Let those guys drain a few and get into rhythm. Your toast with the butter and the jelly.
Avocado toast.
Ooh, I like that too, Jet.
Don't put your diet on me, Kenny.
All right, fellas, time now to take a look at these early season standings in the East.
Well, I think for Indiana, they've been one of the bigger disappointments so far in the early goings. Some people thought they might be an elite team, and we haven't seen that at all. But the good news is there's still plenty of room and time to turn it around.
That's it for us. Thanks for tuning in. Now let's send you over to Brian Anderson with the third period.
way through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. And, you know, Klay Thompson has been really making it happen, guys.
Through 2 quarters of play, he's been an excellent source of points.
Well, and I expect they're going to continue to lean on him as we continue in this game. Why not? The way he's playing right now offensively.
And here's Indiana now, trailing by 5. And Indiana looking at who they've got. Siakam and Jackson playing together in the front court. Andrew Nembhard is out there with George. And it's Granger in at the 3, the small forward. Knocked away. Butler with a steal. And here's Curry for 3. It's rebounded by Indiana. Out to the right wing. To the inside. Here's Siakam. And Siakam with the jam.
Wow. Siakam putting something extra on that one. Just a gifted player with style and substance.
How about that elevated look on the AT&T Connected Cam? Here's Chamberlain. Impressive numbers he's putting up, averaging just over 28 points a game.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Tim, does it seem to you that Stephen Curry gets better when the buzzer is approaching?
Well, if that's true of anyone, it's Steph, B.A., a former clutch player of the year. He's very comfortable with the outcome in his hands.
Jackson gets the bucket.
Have to take care of the defensive boards better than that.
Well, you see this all too often. The effort has to be there first.
Now here's Butler, an aggressive player on offense, scoring around 16 a game. And a chance now to look at the schedule for the Golden State Warriors. On Tuesday, they'll go up against Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and the Oklahoma City Thunder. Then on Wednesday, they'll match up against De'Aaron Fox and the San Antonio Spurs. George with it, defended by Thompson. 4-3. George's shot is good. George has got 11 points.
And that brings them to 3 for 4, and the game plan seems to be working here early.
Outside Curry. Back to Butler. Clock at 6. And it's rejected. And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here. And we have to take another look at that block.
Oh my, and that was textbook defense, positioning himself well to send it back.
Oh, Curry from way out there. Pacers trail by 4. Nembhard, the pass to Granger. Oh, they get a hand on it. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Butler. Nembhard outside. Pass to Granger. 5 to shoot. Jackson with a screen on Butler. And Indiana again with the bucket.
They're on fire right now, shooting 80% to start the second half.
Curry against Nembhard. Green with a screen on Nembhard. From outside the arc. Another 3 for Golden State.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
And timeout called by Rick Carlisle. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Grant, you are a Hall of Fame small forward, so you know a bit about the position. What's key in excelling at the 3?
Well, B.A., you have to be able to space the floor. We almost never see a 3 or even 4 who can't make threes. And on the other end, lots of times you're matched up with quick guards.
Nembhard, the pass to Jackson. Some nice passing by Indiana here. Pass to George. Launches a 3. Hey, shooting the ball well. He's 5 for 9 in the game.
Exactly what every offense needs. Shooters who can force the defense to extend.
Yeah, that's how you create that spacing, and that will open up a lot of options offensively.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thanks a lot. Jimmy Butler, quite the pairing with Steph Curry, and Steph said he's like the exact opposite player of me. He's dominating the paint, I'm dominating the perimeter. Butler said, I don't think I could be a better complement to him, and vice versa. They're not leaving him ever. I'm playing in so much space. Guys, back to you.
A great fit. Thank you, Allie.
Wow, 5 consecutive threes. This defense looking very frustrated right now.
And last season, the Warriors had their most success playing a small ball lineup, Greg.
Well, they more than held their own on the backboards in defending the paint. But you knew they'd look to add some size this summer.
Now, here's Green. No points yet. Pass to Curry. The three is up. And that comes off the assist by Green. Green's got 5 assists in the game.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Here's Granger. Inside. Pascal Siakam throwing it down.
It's just such a long and powerful player. I mean, once Siakam gets inside like this, he's ready to jam.
The three from Curry. And the Warriors with another three.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
George outside. 1:33 left in the third. 6 on the shot clock. Thompson with a steal. Here's Chamberlain, and he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. It goes on Isaiah Jackson.
First personal foul, second team foul.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Their offensive game plan has been simple. Look to shoot it often from outside the arc. And the results have been outstanding.
And something else I've liked has been their ball movement. Always finding the open guy with a better look. That is team basketball.
And he can't get the first one. Moody's checked in for the Warriors. Good on the second one. And what a wild ride last season for the Warriors, Tim.
Well, it was a roller coaster. They started out hot out of the gate, then they faded, falling all the way to the 11th seed at one point in the West. Then the Jimmy Butler trade righted the ship and got them back in the playoffs.
Now here's Curry. 10-point lead. This is their biggest of the game. And Kuminga throws it down.
Man, I mean, there's athletic, and then there's Jonathan Kuminga. What a dunk right there.
And Siakam has got the ball here for Indiana. Oh, there's the alley. And it's out of bounds to Indiana. Squads that love to run. Last year's team leaders in fast break points. 5th, the Pacers.
They would just push the ball at every opportunity, even when defenders had already gotten back.
And the Warriors making a change here. Horford's checked in. And the Pacers also making a change. Neesmith's checked in. There's 49 seconds left to play in the third quarter of basketball.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
Now here's Curry. That's 29 for him. Outside Kuminga. Spins. Over Toppin. And he tries it off the glass, but it's no good. Pacers trail by 10. Pass to McConnell. There's 14 seconds left in the third quarter. Shot clock at 5. Here's Siakam. Nice D from Horford. He can't get that one to fall. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits. It may be difficult to overcome. The Warriors on top, up by 10. And time for a short break. Stay right there. The fourth quarter is coming up next. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, he made it look simple, but that's not always easy to execute.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. We've got Jimmy Butler. Kuminga is out there with Moses Moody. Then there's Brandon Podziemski, and it's Chamberlain in at the 5, down low. So that's the group out there for Golden State. Now here's Nembhard.
Oh, come on, B.A. I mean, where's the defense? That's just too easy.
Yeah, they got to do a much better job in help.
That's the kind of play that can spark a run. A dunk like that energizes everyone on the team.
Yeah, an assertive move there by Butler, shaking off his defender and finding the bucket.
To the left side wing. Here's Granger, and he goes in for the dunk.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. Here's Butler. Butler can't get that one to fall.
And they're winning this game despite his difficulties at the offensive end.
Granger. Podziemski grabs the board. The Warriors lead by 8. Uh-oh, Kuminga on the... Oh, man!
Look out below. Man, that is a little risky there by Kuminga, but man, what a finish. That's just awesome.
Down low. And a slam dunk by Toppin.
That's the right pass to make. Beautiful job.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. Now here's Butler. The gritty finish from Butler there.
And you see him flexing a little bit after that finish. Butler just shrugging off the defense.
Nembhard outside. Pass to Matherin. It's picked off. In transition, here come the Warriors. Left side, Kuminga. Outside, Butler. 5 on the clock. Shoots over Nembhard. Misses off the left iron.
When you're not at your best, it is great to have teammates who will pick up the slack.
To the paint. Here's Toppin. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
They're playing great team basketball. It's good movement and sharp, crisp passing.
Catching up on the changes for Indiana. Siakam comes in for Matherin, and it's George in for Neesmith. It's stolen away. To the inside. Kicks it to George. Fires from deep. It's good. And give the assist to Siakam. Siakam's got his 3rd assist of the night.
What a performance. Hit 2 from beyond the arc in the first half, and he's added 3 more since.
Now here's Curry. Here's Chamberlain. Doubled by Siakam. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Curry. For 3. And there's a whistle. That goes on Pascal Siakam. That's his first foul of the game. Jackson, he's checked in for Toppin.
Into the lineup for Indiana, number 22.
Thompson. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to go on Paul George.
And I like when Thompson takes it right at the defense because he's an excellent free throw shooter.
Go Warriors. Klay Thompson. 2 shots.
That free throw is good from Thompson.
And it's just really incredible when you think about everything that Klay Thompson has overcome. Those serious injuries right in the middle of his prime. But he never stopped working. He never stopped fighting.
Both free throws good from Thompson. Pacers trail by 7. George, left side. Shot from 12. Oh, the shot is off.
He expects to make every one of those, and we expect him to make them too.
They set a pick.
And that's why it's so tough trying to defend Curry in pick and rolls. When you think he's looking to score, he can find a teammate with the pass.
And here's George. And we'll have a timeout here called by Rick Carlisle. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Rick Carlisle's huddle. He seems pretty disappointed with the three-point shooting, telling his crew we have to start making more outside shots. I want to see more threes out there. Let's get aggressive. Coach is hoping some big production can make a splash for them.
As always, Allie, we thank you. Now, here's Green. From deep. Good. Another from three. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
And here's George. He'll bring it up for Indiana. A 12-point game. Tim, you graduated with an MBA from an elite business school. How has that impacted how you look at the NBA?
Well, it certainly gives you a look at how the business side of things are impacted in the NBA and a real grasp of the numbers. And man, oh man, are those numbers big at this level. Yeah, Paul George is the consummate professional. Some nights he's the alpha, and then some nights he can understand he has to take on a secondary role.
The Warriors lead by 10. Curry fires. Oh, off target from downtown. For Indiana, they've gone 5 of 8 from the field so far in the fourth. Siakam. Nembhard against Curry. Siakam got a piece of it.
And he's doing things on the glass tonight that we don't often see.
There's no question about it. It feels like every missed shot is ending up in his hands. Unreal.
And that one misses. Pacers trail by 12.
Barring a miracle comeback, this one is wrapped up. They were able to control the tempo and flow of the game, and it will end in a victory for the Warriors.
Well, they were focused on being productive at the arc tonight.
And it ended up paying off big time. Just an overwhelming performance.
And with this win, they've tallied up a total of 6 wins on the year.
And I'm sure they're happy to get even for what happened the last time these teams met.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Stephen Curry.
A quality offensive outing. When you get it going like he did, I'll tell you, it's one of the best feelings in basketball.
Yes, sir! Well, Grant, this game looks just about over.
B.A., all they really need to do is just work that clock, don't turn it over, and this game is a wrap.
Now here's Curry. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Now Green. Nembhard with a steal. Here's Granger. So it's Golden State winning this one. I'm sure they would have preferred a blowout victory, but a win's a win.
And so true, but you have to credit the crowd for giving them such a big boost toward the end. It really kept this team's energy high.
All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Draymond, you were stacking the assists. How much do you take it on yourself to be a playmaker for this team?
I play with a lot of great players. I just try to find them in the spots that they like the ball. Guys really shooting the ball well. I've been a playmaker on this team for some years now. That's my job, so try to get them the ball in spots on the floor that they like.
You always bring it on both ends. Thanks, Draymond.
All right, Allie, thank you. And that about wraps it up. For Grant Hill, Tim Legler, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching this 2K Sports presentation. And as we leave you, here's a look at our player of the game, Stephen Curry.
All right, Bud City, it's time to meet and greet your opponents, starting at power forward, 6'7", number 0, Miles Bridges. The other forward position, 6'7", number 24, Brandon. The man in the middle, 6 feet 10 inches, number 33, Alonzo Mourning. At the point guard position, that's 6 feet. Number 15, Emma. The other guard, standing 6'2", number 1, LaMelo Ball. Your Hornets head coach is Charles Lee. And your Charlotte Hornets.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. The guard pair will be Doncic and Reed. O'Neal is out there with LeBron James, and it's Bryant in at the 3 spot. And for Charlotte, at the forward spots, it's Miller and Bridges. LaMelo Ball is out there with Kemba Walker. And it's Mourning in at the 5, roaming the paint. And DB, at this early part of the season, what's most important for the head coach?
What's fascinating to me, Kevin, when you listen to coaches talk is whether you're a championship coach or a first-year coach, one of the biggest things you have to do is figure out your rotations.
Now, here's Walker. Lets it go from deep. Reeves with the rebound. Outside, Kobe. Carries it from three-point range.
Nice set there, making it easy for Bryant. He had that lined up all the way.
And Walker kicks the ball. And it's sent back by O'Neal. To the middle. And stolen by Miller. And a fast break now for the Hornets. There's the lob to Bridges. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Now the opportunistic Bridges sees you falling asleep defensively. Up and over the top he goes.
The drive by James. And LeBron throws it down hard.
That is why the ticket price is what it is when LeBron is in town. Amazing dunk to finish the play.
And that great replay brought to us by the AT&T Connected Cam. And the Hornets trying to build a foundation to us. As we know, there are no quick fixes.
And I know that's tough for fans to hear. They've already endured so much losing with this organization. But the bottom line is, Kev, you know this. Talent wins in this league. And it's not just some talent. You need a lot of it. The understated part of Luka Doncic's game is strength. He is going to draw contact and usually make it.
Both free throws good from Doncic. And as the days and months go by, Greg, it still may take us some time to get over the shock of last season's trade of Luka Doncic.
And we know the question marks as far as conditioning, defense that led to it. But hard to bet against the talent of his caliber.
And here is Doncic following LaMelo Ball's three. Offline with his three. Hornets have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. And it's Miller in the corner. And another three for Charlotte. Tries it from the top of the key. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
A guy like this, with the skill set he's got, you can keep the defenders guessing.
Doncic against Walker. Pass to Mourning. The rebound by James. LA's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. The shot by Kobe, no good.
Pressured that shot by getting a hand up just as good as a block.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Reeves in the corner. It's good, only a few seconds into the shot clock.
Catch and fire. Reeves always ready to pull the trigger.
Here's Ball. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. TB all-world talent with LaMelo Ball. But health and win still a work in progress.
Kevin, we know this. He is highly skilled with the ball in his hands. He's a fearless shooter. For LaMelo Ball, it's as much about entertainment as it is skill. One of those do-it-all kinds of players on the offensive end. The height of LaMelo Ball, 6'7". Boy, he's got a lot of advantages in the backcourt.
Knipples checked in for the Hornets.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Now, here's Ball. He's got 6. Good on the shot. Ball's got 8.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Doncic against Walker. A nice shot by Doncic.
Well, you see what the defense wants to give up there. Luka more than comfortable in the mid-range.
Pass to Knippel.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
And Walker kicks to Bridget. And it's off from three-point range. Here's LeBron, and finished off by LeBron.
Oh, Kevin, not a petty, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the ounce, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunny. And now, Hallie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin. Luka Doncic has studied LeBron James's game for a long time, and now they're teammates. Luka said, it's a dream come true. I always look up to him. I think we both make our teams better. Our IQ is very high. Just having two guys like that on the court helps the whole team out. Kevin?
Quite a tandem. Okay, Allie, we thank you for the report. Colin Sexton, he's checked in for Kemba Walker. The Lakers also changing it up. Hachimura comes in for LeBron. And it's Kennard in for Austin Reeves. Here's Knippel, defended by Bryant. Warning a screen-eyed Kobe. Knippel, no good. And here's the Lakers. They're on an 11-3 run. And out of bounds as the Hornets gain possession. And for the Western Conference, we have a chance now to recognize our Player of the Week, Luka Doncic.
Well, he's been an absolute magician when the ball has been in his hands. And there isn't any aspect of the offense that he hasn't contributed in. And it's been a pleasure to watch. I mean, unless you are an opposing coach, then his play has been a vivid nightmare.
They get it again. From outside the arc. That shot off. Lakers leading by 5. Greg, they're in a rhythm offensively, really cooking.
And the opposition looks helpless to stop them right now.
And Shaq with the slam.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Well, if you continue to execute at both ends, you can build on this lead.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Over to the wing. Pass to Mourning. 6 to shoot. Sexton for 3. Rebound the Lakers. And we've been following this group's absolute dominant season, winning most games in blowout fashion.
Truly record-setting fashion. Nonetheless, though, it's been demoralizing to teams facing this group. I mean, before halftime, teams are often down by 15 or 20 points. We might be witnessing another blowout in the making here tonight.
Here's Walker, and it's sent back by O'Neal. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. We come back right after this. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
What terrific work at the offensive end. They have built some early momentum here.
Taking a look at the Lakers. Hachimura is the 4 with Ayton playing the 5. Marcus Smart is out there with Austin Reeves. And it's Kennard in at the 3. And now we're being joined by our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's calling in with a good story. Shams, what do you have?
Well, we saw a transformation with Luka over the summer as he committed himself to getting in the best shape of his life. And a much leaner Luka started showing up in late July, shortly after he recruited Marcus Smart to the Lakers. No doubt about it, guys. Luka has something to prove this season in a big way.
You got it, making the commitment. All right, Shams, we appreciate the report. Here's Sexton, following the three by the Lakers. Knueppel with it. Dropping on the board. Misses the three, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. Pass to Ayton. In the corner, Kennard with it. Outside, Walker. Here's Diabate. He's covered by Hachimura. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. Now at the moment here, let's take a look at our rookie leaderboard and who's putting up the most points per game. In the third spot, Knueppel.
Well, coming in, you wondered how his talent would translate at this level in terms of scoring. And I've got to say, apparently, it's translating pretty well.
And the Hornets making a change here. Miller's checked in, and the Lakers also making a change. Kobe's checked in for Luke Kennard. Here's Bryant. Count it from 12. Kobe's got 8 points.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
Now, here is Miller. Last time out, he had 14 points. In the corner, Knueppel with it. Will it go? Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Lakers leading by 16. Reeves in the corner. That's good. And it's Kobe with the assist. Reeves has got 8 points in the quarter.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And a timeout called by Charles Lee. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Charlotte making a switch. Morning's checked in. Shaq's checked in for the Lakers. Luka Doncic comes in for Smart. Quarter two and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Here's Knueppel. Charlotte again missing.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench if he keeps shooting it like that. He has been putrid here this quarter. And how fun is it watching Kobe take flight? His throwdowns are downright ridiculous.
Hornets trail by 21. Pass to Morning. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. There's Walker with the three. And the dunk to finish it off. Beauty.
And powering it home. He ends a 12-0 run by Los Angeles.
Doncic feeling it out. Here's O'Neal. It's hauled in by Alonzo Mourning.
Boy, that is tough defense. Exactly how you want to play him.
Miller dishes to Walker. Miller outside. 6 on the shot clock. Walker against Hachimura. Shot's good by Walker. Walker's got his first points of the night. And people, Doris, talk about the right time for a team to go all in. What goes into that decision, do you think?
Well, first and foremost, if you are having a high measure of success, it becomes about how do we sustain this roster to not miss the window to compete for championships. If you're talented and you're winning, how do you do the best you can to sustain that kind of success?
Here's Miller after the basket by Los Angeles. Back to Walker. And it's sent back by O'Neal.
And the aggressiveness on display here from O'Neal. Terrific at turning shots away with that size and length.
Some changes for Charlotte. Diabate's checked in. And it's ball in for Kemba Walker. James checked in for the Lakers. Luke Kennard comes in for Austin Reeves. Charlotte again missing.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Thanks. The Lakers are always thinking title. Coach J.J. Redick said, everything I've ever done in this sport has been crystallized into how can I win a championship? I got close as a college player and as an NBA player. My hope and goal is to bring the Lakers their 18th NBA championship as head coach. Back to you, Kev.
Yep, eyes on the prize. All right, Allie, as always, we thank you. And here are the Hornets now after the basket by the Lakers. Past the morning.
Switch.
There's 45 seconds left now here in the second. Shaq with some nice D. Here's Kobe. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Bryant's got 6 in the quarter.
Boy, this guy making the most of his chances here, really giving his team a lift.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Kept alive. Here's Mourning. Count that one.
Yeah, and Mourning's just a beast on the glass, using that muscular frame to get into prime position there on the board.
Now, here's Doncic. Last game out, he had 40 points. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Lets it go with a 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Doncic has got 9.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers, finishing the quarter up by a whopping 24 points. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. We'll return shortly.
Welcome. First up on the agenda tonight, let's see how the Rookie of the Year race is shaping up. And swerving off topic for a moment, since this is the halftime show, I was just wondering, what was halftime like in the locker room back when you guys... And now, how about that first half? Talk about a dominating display for the Los Angeles Lakers.
They did their homework. They're all on the same page. That's why we're seeing precision offense.
My analysis will be efficient as their play. They're good.
That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game. Kevin Harlan and crew with the second half.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You look at Kobe Bryant in this game, he's been everywhere.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
And the Lakers have possession. They lead by 24, their biggest margin. And this summer, Greg, new contracts for LeBron and Luka. And the Lakers have reloaded around their stars.
And there are always high expectations when you don the purple and gold, but some tough competition in the West. They will have their work cut out for them.
At the forward spots, it's Miller and Bridges. LaMelo Ball is out there with Walker. And it's Mourning in at the 5. So that's the lineup for Charlotte. Bridges kicks the ball. Just 5 to shoot. From deep, Walker drills it from outside. He has 5.
How poised is Kemba Walker? This guy shooting from beyond the arc is so impressive.
And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
You know, looking at the turnover story, they've had a few miscues along the way, but as we see on the scoreboard, it hasn't hurt them.
Well, Hornets shooting 31%, not looking sharp offensively, to say the least. On the wing, Walker, guarded by Doncic. Walker against Doncic. Doncic with the block.
Oh, Doncic says not now and not here. That is a tremendous defensive play. How about the big guy attacking the rim? The throwdowns are loud and emphatic.
Now, here's Ball. 8 points for him. And the Hornets call time here. And the state of North Carolina is a powerhouse, Doris. You know that in college hoops. Can that translate, do you think, to the Hornets?
Kevin, what we know, what the research tells us, is that college basketball fans are just that, and NBA fans are just that. Those two fan bases don't generally cross over. The Hornets need to focus on winning, however, because in America, everybody loves a winner.
90 seconds now into the second half. Nifty move. It's blocked by Shaq.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
And you talk about pure scorers, Kobe is near the top of that list. This guy makes it look easy with all that talent.
And it's Walker with the ball, bringing it up for the Hornets. Warning a screen on Doncic. Here's Walker. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Great. He's ferocious when the ball goes up. Doncic. And there's another one for the Lakers.
Great play calling, great execution. Leads to 4 for 4 to start this half.
Pass to Bridges. Back to Ball. Mourning with the screen. And he's going up for the alley-oop. The Lakers with the rebound. O'Neal's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Reeves can't hit.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Walker the pass the ball. It's blocked by Shaq.
You know, for this team to win games, he knows he's got to be much more efficient than he's been.
Straight rim rocker.
It looked like a Greg for a second, like he might rip the cylinder loose. And so it's Charlotte with it. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Back to Walker. There's the triple. Rebound the Lakers. Reeves has got his 5th rebound in this one.
Boy, this has not been his night. The effort's certainly there, but he looks disjointed.
Kobe is screen on Bridges to the inside. And a dunk by Bryant.
Leaping up to the rim. Bryant sees the opening and does not hesitate to attack.
Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. When LeBron's playing days are over, and GA, who knows when that'll be. What will you remember most about his play?
You know, I don't think there's ever been a player who came into the league with such lofty expectations and not only met those expectations, but fair to say he's exceeded them.
Yeah, the defense always has their hands full with Luka. This guy can score from absolutely anywhere.
Here's Miller. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. Walker's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. LeBron a screen on Walker to the paint. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Ball from long range. And Shaquille O'Neal pulls it down. O'Neal's got 11 rebounds in the game. Bryant gets a wide open look, and he's good on the 3-ball. Bryant's got 21 in the game.
Well, after knocking down a couple in the first half, that's his first triple here in the second.
There's Ball with the 3. O'Neal with the rebound. O'Neal's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Bridges against James. Reeves gets the bucket.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Outside, Walker. 46 seconds left in the third quarter. Sinks the three-pointer. Walker's got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Hornets.
That's his second make from distance this half after hitting none before that.
Here's LeBron, and James throws it down.
There's really no defense for Luka Doncic. He will manipulate or exploit whatever you try to do in the pick and roll.
Charlotte's gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. Pass the ball. Back to Walker.
To me, what's special about Kemba Walker is we know the basketball skill. This guy is a devastating scorer, great pick-and-roll player, but as importantly, he is a tremendous teammate.
Kemba Walker hits them both. 15 seconds left to play in the third. Here's James. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line.
First team foul.
It's going to be on Brandon Miller. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like.
What's striking about LeBron James is how his game has morphed to now it's all about guile and smarts and experience. He continues to dominate just in a different way.
Even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
So he gets them both. James with a deep three. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead, and this one may already have been decided. Lakers ahead, just dominating this one. We'll be back shortly live from Spectrum Center. And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4.
Zo. Smart. Oh, give me that.
Let's do it.
Smart. Oh, yeah, you can't guard me. Ah, and one. Foul. So, rotate. Here we go.
And so it's the Lakers taking care of business.